Brought to you by Express Care Health and Skin Center. Get in, get out, get better.
Welcome back. We are talking about a condition that an estimated 3 to 5% of children have. It's ADHD, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. We have some viewer questions now, Doc. My child is impulsive and has difficulty waiting for his turn. Should I be concerned that he has ADHD? And that's from Doreen from Agate.
He might, Doreen. Then again, it kind of depends on your child's age and also the situation that your child's in. If your child's below the age of 7 and you're noticing these things have happened, it's definitely worth checking out. It's also important to note that there may be other things going on. Sometimes children are having other mental health issues like anxiety, or they've been bullied, or they have problems going on at home that make it difficult for them to concentrate, and they don't have any disorder at all. And so I think maybe going through the list of criteria, which is easy to Google and you can look it up and check off how many you think your child has. Then there are questionnaires that can be given by a psychologist or a physician. The questionnaire for you, for the teacher, and for any other important people in your child's life, so that you could diagnose it.
Okay, and our next question comes from Joanna from Sinahania. My coworker is chronically late and forgetful and is often impulsive. Is there a chance he has ADHD? How can we in the workplace help him if he does?
Well, that's very nice that you want to help him. And I think, again, this disorder is something that starts before the age of 7. It's possible that your coworker has it. And they could benefit from help. And maybe you could just suggest that you've noticed some things, and maybe they could just have an appointment or get checked out. But then again, your colleague might also have alcoholism, anxiety, problems at home, 100 other problems that make them late and make it hard for them to concentrate. So it's nice that you're sensitive, and they will need to go get a very thorough checkup.
Okay, and Paul from Adhd says, how can exercise help improve my son's ADHD? And we were talking about that during the break. It can be a great help.
Extremely helpful. So children with ADHD have a ton of energy. They need to release that in a positive way, and you can do that through sports, or again, we were talking about ballet, especially the martial arts, anything that requires discipline, meaning showing up and doing your activity for whatever length of time and concentrating on just that one activity. Very, very, very helpful and important. And again, I think a couple of sessions ago we talked about the fact that national guidelines state that your child should exercise for an hour a day anyway. So that's important. Just having tasks that the child focuses on one by one.
Okay. Lena from Aganya asks, are there any non-medicinal remedies for ADHD? And we kind of touched on that in the last block.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about sugar and stuff like that for ADHD. Some kids definitely react to chemicals and sugar and so on. Others don't, and it's just really hard to tell. There isn't one thing for all kids. But certainly noticing what happens to your child when they eat certain foods or have certain activities going on is important. Sleep is super important for kids with ADHD. They should go to bed early. They often have a hard time getting to sleep at nighttime. That can be handled with medication or with behavioral changes. They shouldn't have like TVs in their room, or be up doing activities right before bed. They should have a really peaceful, quiet time before bedtime.
And our last question comes from Ron from Jigo. Should I get a mental health professional involved now that my daughter has been diagnosed with ADHD?
Yeah, it's a really great idea. It's not an easy thing for the child or for the parents or for the teachers to deal with. These children are wonderful children, but they need a lot of direction and a lot of help. And the medication is one thing, counseling is another thing, learning skills that will help them cope better in life. You can help them by taking them to a counselor.
All right, Doc, any last words of wisdom that you want to leave on this particular topic with our viewers?
Yeah, just don't ignore it. Definitely deal with ADHD. Don't be afraid of the medication. It can be very, very helpful. I always think of it as a tool that helps people focus, just like glasses help your eyeballs focus. Medication can help your brain focus.
All right. And Doc, we'll be back again next week when we are going to be talking about heart complications, right, Doc?
I think palpitations,
palpitations.
Yeah. I'm skipping beats and palpitations.
Right. All right. And before we go, we also wanted to talk a little bit about Express Care. I know Valentine's Day is coming up, and so for all those guys out there that are looking for a great gift for their other halves, I know, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. We have a little Valentine Sweepstakes coming up at the clinic. If you purchase a gift certificate of any amount for someone you love, you'll be entered into a contest, and you can win a prize, which is a complete facial rejuvenation package worth about $2,500. And we'll take a portion of all of that gift certificate money and donate it to the American Heart Association for Valentine's.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Doc, for that. And you can, of course, visit Express Care. They're located on the second floor of the Agana Shopping Center. Keep it tuned. We're back right after this.